This wasn't really a planned live. I just thought of doing this random live because I was bored. I don't feel like showing anything today, so I'm keeping the camera down today. We'll just wait till some people get in, and then we can start. If people don't show up within 5 minutes, then I'm just cut this short. Honestly, I don't really feel like. I mean, I kind of didn't want to go live, but I didn't really have anything else to do, so. I mean, I don't know if it's early or late. I mean, it is Friday. I don't know if people are doing something, but if people are doing something, then I'm just gonna cut this live short, and that's it. Within 5 minutes, if people don't show up in 5 minutes, then I'm gonna cut it off. Alright, we got one person. Hello. Hi. We're not really gonna be doing anything on this live. We're just gonna chat. That's it. Hello. Hi. For those of you who joined, it's not really anything big. I just want to chat to you guys. Just talk. I don't really want to show the camera anything today, so we could just chat. That's it. Have the best day ever. I will. Thank you. Oh, new comment. Yeah, chat, meaning just talk. Nothing too crazy, just like TED Talk. Anything on your mind, any questions. That's it. I subscribe. I subbed. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah. Y'all can ask me any questions y'all want to. Hello. That's it. Do you play Cookie Run Kingdom? No, I don't. I'm sorry. Who are you? I'm Kiki Loveheart, but my real name's actually Kimura. But my channel name is actually Kiki Loveheart. You want to play Roblox? Danny's World? No, I'm not really much of an online gamer. Hi, dear. Do you have? No, I don't have Roblox. Do you have RU? What is that? Games are lame. No, I'm not saying they're lame. It's just that certain games I can't get myself into. That's it. Hello, Angela. Hi, Angelina. Hi, Jafar. No, they're not. No, I know. Games aren't lame. They're not lame at all. No, they're not. There's some games that actually like. My type of games are just games. I literally only play Fortnite. Yeah. Get 1 million subs one day. I wish. How are you? I'm good. Tired, but I'm good. I think I might be live for just like half an hour and that's it. How much subs do you have? About 90, 92. And on my second channel on my second channel I have 194. Nice. Thank you. I have 1,000. Oh, that's nice. That's good. You have 800 subs. That's a lot of subs. I hope you get a lot of subs. Thank you. I really don't know what to say on my part, gotta be honest. I really don't. You're so tired to the point where you don't. Are you tired? A little bit. I wouldn't really say tired though, just like lounging around. But I'm not tired to the point where I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep on a live. Some people have actually done that in the past. I haven't, but I know some people who have done that before. No, I don't need a massage. I don't. What's your favorite drink? Coca-Cola. I just can't wait to have a nice relaxing weekend. Although that's my third favorite. That's nice. Although I do have something to talk about though. I do. So recently I heard about this case about this kid named Gavin Peterson. If you guys have heard of this case, just said no. Just say no because this case recently wrapped up. This case recently wrapped up because I get bullied in school. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I gotten bullied in the past before. I've gotten bullied in the past before when I had a bit of behavioral issues in school. But luckily I'm in a good school now. I'm in a good environment that people treat me the way I want to be treated. Not trying to brag or anything, but I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm very sorry. As somebody who's been through that before, I can relate. But if you do get bullied, make sure you tell your parents or tell somebody at the school, and hopefully they can help you. Someone wrote mean things to me in my stuff once. Really? Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Listen, if anybody writes something mean in your comment section or anything like that, make sure you delete their comments. And if they keep on saying mean things to you, make sure you keep on deleting them and keep on deleting them until they stop. That way they'll give up. That way they'll give up and they'll realize there's no point in talking to you if their comments are just going to get deleted. I promise. One was saying my mom is fat. Now that's just cool. Why would somebody... That is so cool. You don't have a picture? No, I don't. But my bully left the school. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy he left the school. I'm happy for you that he left the school. It's not a comment at school. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Like I just said, make sure you tell somebody, okay? Make sure you tell somebody. It's okay. I mean, it's really not okay, because if you're getting bullied at school, you have to tell somebody. You can't keep on letting somebody walk all over you. I did, don't worry. Oh, good. I'm happy you told somebody. Tell a teacher. Exactly. Make sure you always tell a teacher. If you don't feel comfortable, tell a teacher. That's the one of the main steps. Where are you from? I'm in New York. Or tell a parent. Exactly. You always tell a parent. I did a comeback. Want to know what I said? Yeah, sure. But as long as there's nothing like too graphic, then you could say it. I don't want nothing too graphic in the chat. I wrote in my book, if you write something mean, I'll bite your ankles. Oh, good. Okay. Good. Okay, that's not too risky what you just said. It's okay. So anyway, what I was gonna say was this story about Gavin Peterson. He was like this I just got... Oh, thank you. There was this kid named Gavin Peterson who was taken in by his father and his stepmother, because his original mother and his father had split up, and they were like super duper abusive to him, like super duper abusive. Like the only thing they would feed him is mustard sandwiches, and that's it, and like 1/3 cup of water. And then the teachers at school in the cafeteria, they tried to sneak him food, but it didn't work. When his parents found that out, they took him out of school, right? And then and then they made up this whole lie about when they were found unconscious after their doing of abusing. They were like, "Oh, we found him out cold." Yeah, I know, it's terrible. What grade are you in? I'm actually a sophomore. I'm sophomore. So then they were like, "Oh, he's been sick for a lot of days," but luckily medical professionals knew that the way that he looked didn't look like he was... I need sleeping now. Bye. Okay, bye, Jafar. Thank you for coming. So then they knew from the state of him that he did not, like, this was not no sickness. First of all, he had untreated wounds. He had so many untreated fractured ankles and arms, and where he was sleeping. He was there. It was all covered in feces, and that's not even the killer part. Right here, this is where it made me sick. But we have to remember, we have to talk about this type of stuff no matter how gross it is, because think about how much the victims went through, and how it was much harder for the victims that went through that. Yes, they did go to jail. I'm about to get to that part. So then he was so hungry to the point where he ate his own feces. He ate his own feces because he was so hungry. That's how hungry he was. And luckily, his parents did go to jail. And when his father was getting sentenced, the judge said, you don't deserve the role. You don't deserve the title as a father, which I totally agree with him. Ew. Yeah, it's nasty. It's really gross. And here's the killer part right here. When she was sentencing him, she was starting to cry. The judge was crying because of how hard it was to read out everything that the poor boy went through. Like, if you have, like, you have to be the most utmost evil to make the most professional, well-trained people cry. Like, that is just, like, so sad. It's so sad, honestly. Like, luckily, he did get life sentences, and he's away forever. Yeah, I know. Okay, and then, there's another case I heard of. It's called of William and Zachary Zulak. If you guys have never heard of that case, just say no. It's okay if you haven't heard of that. Zachary and William Zulak. Yeah, me too. I'm glad they're in jail. Both of them. No, sadly. Well, honestly, it's kind of a blessing you haven't heard about this case, because, boy, I might as well talk about this case in June because it is Pride Month, and this story is about a gay couple. So, back in like 2019 or 2018, I think 2019. Yeah, 2019. I can't remember. I don't watch that kind of stuff much. Crime cases? Wait, do you mean crime cases? I stubbed my toe. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry you stubbed your toe. My dad said to always walk around the house with slippers. Never walk around barefooted. I always make sure I have on slippers, because if you accidentally stub your toe, that's a real pain. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, but can I is it okay if I still tell the story, because honestly, I feel like this story needs to be more out there. But I promise, it does have a quote unquote good satisfaction. Well, yes, okay. I have socks. Ooh. Even if you do have on socks, the stub toe pain could still go right through you. So, okay, there's this gay couple. They adopted 2 boys. These 2 boys were already out of their home because of their parents doing some illegal things with drugs and stuff. Tell anything. Thank you. And okay, it all started with this man who had I can't really remember how the police got to him, but they had found like a whole bunch of how do I say this without a whole bunch of pictures and videos involving minors. Okay? And then they had asked him where he got all this from. And then other men started coming to light about where they all get these pictures from. And then they had mentioned William Zachary Zulock. And then they had and then on the night in June, they had busted in their house. Sadly, I can't find any body cam footage. Not that I was going to show it anyway, but I was looking high and low just to look for some body cam footage of them breaking in the house. Because I swear, I seen a clip of it somewhere, but I don't know where. So they busted into their house. They were left in the police car separately for like about 4 hours searching and stuff. And then they found the boys, the 2 boys they had adopted. And then luckily, they was taken to the hospital. And then when they were at the hospital and the doctors and nurses were trying to talk to them and tell them what happened, what's going on at the house. And then they said what their fathers told them. Our business is our business. Anything stays in our house. Just, my bed body slammed me. What's a bed body? I don't know what that is. So then they're getting in. So so happily they get, but weirdly enough, one of them gets a $22 million bond, and somebody bails him out, and I'm like, what the heck, dude? He was just doing all that nasty stuff, but he gets bond, and the fact that no matter how high the price was, somebody was willingly to pay for him. That's like IDK. What is that? Hi, Brianna. Just like, that's crazy. It's just crazy. It's just so crazy. So then over the phone, they're like these jailhouse calls, and then these dudes, I'm telling you, on these jailhouse calls, no, like body slam from WWE. Oh, I know what that is. Who did that? Who did that to you? So then they were talking about all of this stuff about, oh, I need to cancel Disney Plus. My thing is going to go up. I need to cancel Disney Plus. I need to cancel Amazon. And then they're like, oh, the soy patties don't taste good. All this food that they're selling at the cafeteria, I'm lactose intolerant. Stuff like that. And then they're like, oh, I keep on getting beaten up every night. I keep on giving stuff, and they keep on beating me up in my sleep, and I'm all drugged up. Just, first of all, dude, you deserve every little thing that's coming to you in that prison cell. Nobody, and I mean nobody, likes child messers. That's the friendliest way I'm gonna say it on here. Nobody loves child messers. They don't. They absolutely despise them in jail. So whatever you did to those kids, whatever you did, I hope you deserve every ounce of pain in there. And the nerve he got to be talking about, oh, how does your bed body slam you? That's weird. Not saying you're weird, but man, if my bed ever body slam me, I would assume it's Casper. So then they're like, it's just, it really gets me mad. It really gets me mad because just, you're talking about all this stuff. You're only talking about yourselves. You're not asking about the boys. And the only thing, and I can tell you this, the only reason why they adopted those boys is so they can have them as the little action figures, like they're their little objects, and just do whatever they want with it. And that's not right. That's just, that's so insane. Casper is crazy. I held the bottom of the frame and then it fell. Oh my god. You broke your bed? Did you break your bed? Never do any stunts like that whenever you get on your bed. Because my bed frame is already a little bit broken. There's a little crack in it, so I'm very careful with it nowadays. I'm going to get it fixed, hopefully over the summer. But Yeah. What were their names? Not yet. Not yet. William and Zachary Zulok. If you don't know how to spell their last name, I'll tell you. Zullock. That's how you spell their last names. And the children's names haven't been released yet. So, and honestly, I'm happy that they didn't, because I don't want, because they deserve not to have their names be like written out in public. Just like, you know. And now I heard they're back in foster care, somewhere where they once escaped. And honestly, my heart goes out to them, because I hope after all those years that they went through of torture and just inappropriate, insane behavior, there's even word that that the two men made them do things with each other, which is really sickening. I hope that they're getting the treatment that they need, and hopefully that they get adopted by the most nicest, the most caring, the most genuine people in this world, who don't do anything like what they did. And I pray on God's name. I pray on God's name. She should lock them in a basement, and she locked me in a basement. My sis is mean. I hear a cop siren in the background. Yeah, I live in the city, so I get a lot of those around here. I have a fire escape window, so I hear a lot of those. Especially at nighttime. So yeah. So I just hope that whatever those men get in jail, I hope they feel every ounce of pain. I hope they feel every ounce of pain in jail, and just what they did was absolutely just terrible. And what those boys went through, the poor boys went through, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, I swear, because honestly, it's just nobody deserves anything like that. Anything at all. It's terrible. Honestly, it is. I think I'll tell one more story. And then I'm going to end this live. Okay. I hear planes every 1 second. Yeah, I hear that a lot too. A lot of planes are flying near me. Yeah. Okay, I know what it is. Okay, so this is a story about Jalen Candelario. So Jalen Candelario, she was a few-month-old baby, right? She was a few-month-old baby, and her mother's name was Crystal Candelario. And when I tell you, she is one of the worst mothers I ever heard of. Like, near the airport. I'm near the airport. Oh, that's good. That's cool. Okay. So, speaking of airport, the story has something to do with a vacation. Okay. So, the mother, right? The mother, clearly she didn't care about her kid. She didn't. And she didn't care about her eldest kid either, because she was always over there with her grandmother and grandparents. And after this, they have full custody over her. And, like, there was, like, and before her baby's tragic passing, she had left them with the neighbors. She had left her with the neighbors. And she said that, oh, I'm only going to be away for a couple of days. And then they said that a couple of days turned into weeks, and a couple of days turned into 2 months, which clearly meant that she was off ripping and running somewhere. And the neighbors tried to call her, but she didn't answer. Clearly, she was ignoring them. Okay. Gibberish. I'm gonna leave the stream. Okay. Thank you for coming, NK editor. Okay. So, all right. So like the baby, she was left with the neighbors, and then the mom, she had like went, she and her she and the kid's father had went through a breakup, and they were supposed to go on a trip, and apparently this kid, she's claiming she has depression, and this like she's like, if I can't go on this vacation with him, I'm just gonna have to go myself. I'm stressed. So tell me why she leaves not even her 1-year-old baby alone by herself. She just leaves her with a couple of baby bottles, a couple of water, and I'm telling you, the baby bottle thing was really unsafe because it is absolutely dangerous and unhealthy to leave out. Ooh, sorry. It's absolutely unsafe to just leave a baby bottle there with milk thinking that, oh, it's not going to go bad, which it is. It is going to go bad. And then she goes off to Puerto Rico and leaves her 10-month-old baby by herself. Nobody in the house. No one in the house. Nobody to look after her. And she's just alone. Like, that is so cruel. And then when she came home, there's like a 911 call out there. And then she's screaming and crying. She's like, oh, my baby. And she's speaking in Spanish. She's doing a lot of screaming, so I can't really recall what she mostly said. But she's like screaming and crying a lot. And there's also another footage of how the mom was gonna, like, first of all, what did you think was gonna happen if you left your baby home by herself? And not to mention when she got home, before she called 911, she had put her clothes, the baby's clothes, in the washing machine. The baby's old clothes that she had on for 10 days. But not only that, they said that her eyes were like all sunken in, and that her skin was like so messed up that like when the nurses like they like squeeze your skin, you know how you squeeze your skin and then like it goes right back to normal? No, this baby's skin was poorly damaged. Like, whenever they squeezed her skin, it would stay in the right place. It would stay in the place that they squished it at, which is so disgusting. So disgusting. It's just, and also, they had fed, the baby was so hungry, they had fed her feces. The baby was so hungry, she had to eat her own feces to survive, because they said that they found that in her system, which is so gross, just like our first story I just said. Just absolutely horrible. And then there's this video out there who the mother has the nerve to blame the baby not being alive for her not being alive on herself, the baby, saying that she made up this whole lying story about, oh, the baby was sick. She was screaming like she was in pain. She didn't want to eat anything. She wasn't eating. Just, oh my God. Like they weren't gonna find out the truth later on, because they have high medical professionals. And this next part right here is not funny, but it's funny. Like, later on, as soon as the more this case goes, she's needs a translator, because she can clearly speak English well. But she needs a translator, especially in the trial. And they're even stating in the trial that she knows she could speak English. We all know she can speak English. She's trying to trick us. Like, obviously. She could speak English really well. Really well. And, well, she got sentenced to life in prison. And the judge gave her some very, very powerful words. Animals take better care of their babies than you. And also, you're going to be living in the same you're going to be living in the same torture Jalen went through. The only difference is that they'll feed you. Like, oh, that was good. That was really good. That was good. That was a good roast. Not really a roast, but like, just nothing too crazy. But honestly, it's okay. But I'm happy that all three of these criminals who think they could just neglect their child, not feed their child, and neglect their child, feed their child, and just hurt their children are where they belong. Or where they belong. Forever. Until they take their last breath behind bars. And happily, the only difference in this case is one of the 4 kids we mentioned survived. One of the 2 kids we mentioned out of the 4 we just talked about survived. So, yeah. Anyway, I might go live tomorrow. I'm gonna end it off here. I'm getting pretty tired. So, yeah. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.